Who goes there? Are you the ones who broke the seal? Ah, so much time lost. So much frolicking and feasting left undone. We must make up for it, beginning by playing with you.
Come and play! For the night is bright and you can sleep when you're dead. When you play with fire. We're sick of this cramped old castle. Let's play in the forest. This is right.
Join us, my children.
Hopefully, no more.
You have freed our fallen king. Not that I expected any less, my Snayak. The dress, the crown, the scepter, the shoes. The time has come for these relics to serve their true purpose. For they are not only keys to the castle, they are also blessings to be bestowed upon the new king. The way into the castle is opened when it is time to relieve the reigning monarch of the throne, and the brave soul who does the deed has the honor of taking their place. However, should you ascend the throne, you will become one of us, never again to live as men do. My adorable sapling, my precious mortal. We Fae folk live forever, but such is not your virtue. To strive for a dream you will never see, to sow seeds that others might one day taste the fruits of your garden, that is the beauty of your kind. Burn bright and shine as only you can. These blessings, your lovely branch will accept in your stead. Kinla, Ilichla, Mheg, Okbra. Now, shall we attend to those unwise enough to trespass in our realm?
Confound it! How did they get here so fast?
Damn these pixies and their tricks!
How in the seven hells?
Listen well. We come in pursuit of villains who have fled to this land. You know who and where they are. Now show yourselves and answer me before I lose my patience.
Oh, stop! It hurts! It hurts!
Enough! Lift the enchantment!
Minfilia, willful child, how many times must I come to collect you?
I won't return to Yulmore. And I won't let you hurt my friends.
What is this stance? Where did you learn it? No oracle I trained would make such an unseemly show of herself. Know your shame, gal. You're powerless. You have no life nor purpose save that which our master sees fit to permit.
Who are you to dictate her purpose? To lock her away and deny her a life? If she was powerless, it's because of you, you sanctimonious swine. But no longer.
Fool! Defiance only begets more suffering. It is through acceptance alone that one may find solace in this god's-forsaken world.
Look! The sky!
He's done it. The warrior of darkness has triumphed.
General? What are our orders? What do we do?
We do what we came to do. Subdue this rabble and find the warrior of darkness.
Forward, men! Take the villains captive! Are you deaf? I said...
Axla Orwain!
Axla Orwain!
What's happening? Water? That wasn't there before.
Orwaik Kansasi, Orwaik Kinsi.
Help me!
What's the matter with you? Get a hold of yourselves, damn it! General, they come in greater numbers. We must retreat!
All who stand with a warrior of darkness shall face justice. My master demands it.
I see. Well, it's a good thing Feaul volunteered to become king in your stead, for all our sakes.
We are grateful for your timely aid, Feaul, or should I say, your majesty.
It was the first night in recent memory. We all of us but wished to make the most of it. That's something you must remember about us Fae folk. Though our existence may be eternal, we exist only for the present. We live in the here and now, paying no mind to futures that may or may not be. To wit, we are not driven as men are. We cannot fight for such causes as men do.
Does that mean you won't aid us against the Sin Eaters?
Not unless the mood takes us. But if it was to repay a debt, well then, that's another matter. To take back as much as is taken. To create as much as is destroyed. To give as much as is received. Such is the way of Mheg. By this law, we shall lend you our strength, in return for the beautiful sky you have restored to us. In times of need, do not hesitate to call.
I'm sad to lose you.
Silly sapling! I shall remain at your side. Even should my body be in the castle, 'tis a simple thing to have a little part of me accompany you. Treat them as you would Isnefis.
I'm going to train harder. Having seen what you've achieved, it's the least I can do. Well done, my friend. You put me to shame, letting low a light warden while I struggled to land a blow on a man old enough to be my great-grandson. Seems I was wrong about your friend. Had Feaul not stepped in, he'd be frolicking with fairies by now. It's pure luck that we managed to hold the moments at bay long enough for you to succeed. Maybe I've heard some good fortune. And while it is plain that we have not seen the last of General Ranjit, I for one am glad to delay our reckoning with him a while longer. Ne'er a moment did I doubt thou wouldst die for thy foe. Yet the majesty of thine achievement delighteth me nonetheless. Night hath returned to Mheg, and we stand one step closer to delivering the first from its doom, and averting the 8th umbral calamity. 'Tis but a pity thou wert not present to see the faithful put Yomurns to flight. 'Twas a sight to raise the spirits, I do assure thee. Ah, but what valuable allies they might prove, were the mood only to take them. Though the battle is over, the war is far from won. Let us fix our gaze upon the road ahead. I knew you could do it, not only because of your blessing, but the strength of all your own, and I've seen this through many a trial. The warden defeated, I believe our work here is done. It's time we get going, together, as he said, to the bitter end. The fate of our two worlds being at stake now, right? No, I suggest we hurry back to the Crystarium. Much more may have happened while we were away we were frolicking with the faithful. And Ranjit elected to pursue us, makes us hopeful that the city has spared Yomor's attentions. But I would sooner see for myself. Besides, I believe I speak for us all when I say we've had a belly full of Mheg. Let us away before the fairies think to play with us again. I'm so angry right now. My friends promised that we'd play together here, but not one of them have come. Said they're all over in Aden's heirs playing hide and seek. It's the only game they ever play. I want you to march over there and give them a good scolding for me. You're respected in our village, so they'll take your words to heart. Look what I found! A silver medallion! It was lying near the leafman on the other side of the old Mheg. There's a name engraved on it. Nimbus. It doesn't sound like much. It must sound like an ornament. An amarone, perhaps. Do you perhaps know a creature by that name? You do? Well, then you must deliver it to him in Volkdorf. Here. What coincidence that you should know this Nimbus. See that the medallion is delivered to him. Promise? I don't recall. We completely forgot. Oh, we're so sorry. We should go with you right now. But we're in the midst of a game of hide and seek. One of us is still hiding. We can't leave them behind. We always search. Thank you. Now when you find them, you must say the word beaver. It's the rules. Right, let's get to it. Can't you see I'm trying to hide? Beaver. Oh no, I'm found. Wait, aren't you Daniel? I didn't know you were playing too. This makes me more fun to hear. So it's fun being found by you. You must play hide and seek with us again. You did well to find our founding friend. We would never have thought to look there. Oh, come, wouldn't do to keep on waiting for any longer. They are the most patient of pixies. You have something for me, you see. This medallion belonged to my mistress. Though it is faded, her name is engraved on it too, next to mine. Whoever did you find this? Could it be you met her? I see. Deep down I knew it was silly, but for a moment I couldn't help but hope. Yet to have this medallion brings me great comfort. It is as if my feelings had reached my mistress and she makes a gift of it to me. I swear I will keep it safe. Please pass on my heartfelt thanks to the pixie who found it. Yeah, this finally came thanks to you. What was this I hear about you playing hide and seek with them? That's not fair. I want to be found by you too. Promise you play with us again sometime soon. Nimbus has a medallion. Wonderful. My friend will be so pleased to hear this. Who's my friend, you ask? Why, the leaf man next to whom I found the medallion. If she was indeed Nimbus's mistress, she would have wanted him to have it. Here's something that literally to reunite them. Oh, did you see the looks on their faces when they ran? Oh, it's delicious. City compares and changed from when I last visit. It's the self-same comforting hum of activity needed. I always spend most of my time on the road, and I feel like I'm actually parts. Perhaps now we may finally make use of it. Yeah, well, also, it seems well. Thank goodness.
All seems well at the Crystarium.
Yes. Ylmor was plainly more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
You certainly took your time. I had half resolved to complete the task myself.
And you are?
Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page. Though by rights its youth should long since have faded.
Well, well, we have a historian in our midst. That spares me a lengthy explanation. I am Solus Sos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations. As for my true identity, I am Emmett Selk, Ascian.
Gaius spoke of you. A native of the Source.
Equal in rank to Lyhe. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more affecting spectacle?
Yeah, irony of rain, a cloud based rain.
Oh, it is truly, deeply infuriating. Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining? Following the flood, the First had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight. Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink. And adding his lumpen weight to the power of growth, he duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining. Had mankind continued to live in idleness under Vorthri's rule, all the conditions would have been met. But you had to come and ruin it all. Thanks to your meddling, light supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters!
Well, I should begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased. As for what happens next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Happy to let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise. Indeed, it is enough to make me think better of confronting you alone. Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthri and kill you all. But that's no different from what Lyhe did. And we all know how well that ended for him. And so, while it is liable to be troublesome, I have settled upon a different approach. Cooperation. I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives. Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive. A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once, might we not seek to find common ground? For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content. But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the Source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible. So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for. When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition. Think of it.
Thou hast delivered thy proposal, and we would not dismiss it outright. If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
My apologies. You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions. Nonetheless, your counsel is duly noted. I take my leave, friends. Rest assured, we shall meet again soon.
Funny common ground with mass. My entire being rebels at the very notion. That an Ascian and its self-stage, willingly revealing himself unto us, and at this of all junctures, is most interesting. It appears to be gone, but I let you go in regard just that. So that was an Ascian. Thank you told me about that. Cooperation? It can't be serious, can it? Well, we certainly not been given much to ponder, but first things first, we should report to the XIV. You can run along, Daniel. We're perfectly capable of handling this little task. In light of your recent exertions, I'd say you've earned a rest. Go on, take yourself to bed. We'll see you later, refreshed and ready for me. Welcome back, sir. We've been expecting you. You'll find refreshments laid out in your quarters. Up to the yard to your right. You'll be retiring now? Very good, sir. Bid you a pleasant evening. I hope the past few days have not been overly taxing. Pray take your rest and recover.
From the Exarch, is it? With that mirror of his, he can watch your every move, you know. You'll probably think you're talking to yourself. Still, he's keeping you well fed. Judging by his people's faith in him, he seems to be a decent sort. But so much about him remains shrouded in mystery. Like, what was he doing back in my day? There was no such person when I was around. A lot's happened since the flood, though. Since I was set adrift. I know little more than you do of this city's history in the Exarch's past. Not that it matters. It's Emmett Selk we should be concerned about. When our world was about to be consumed by light, the Ascian in white appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining. Desperate as we were, we heeded his words, not realizing that the flood was of the Ascian's own making. They cannot be trusted. None of them. But Emmett Selk had one thing right. One should not fight blindly. That's what we did. And it cost us everything we held dear.
Tell me about Sarah.
What? What about Seto? What is there to say? All right. He's done some growing. When we were traveling together, he was nowhere near as big. And he obviously couldn't speak. I had no idea how much that medallion meant to him. What about you, anyway? You must have a friend like Seto. Chocobo, perhaps? Come on, you tell me something for a change.
Happened again. I had another scary dream. Me too. And a bunch of toys became a monster and chased me all over. What? I had the exact same dream. This can't be a coincidence. Pixies, I'll wager they're behind it. Those beings in Mheg have the grown-ups saying we must never go near? Either. Mammy said that if we're naughty, they'll come into your dreams and drag you off into a world of nightmares. Truly, no. Oh no, I haven't been doing my chores. Sorry, at home and finish them. It seems they're right. What a dilemma this is. And to think that they pin the blame on us. We like fun dreams, not scary ones. Something the matter. Give a pixie right sneaking up like that. How can you even see me anyway? Wait, that are you? You're the king's new sapling. I've been meaning to wait to you so forever. Daniel is your name, is it not? My name is Tierbek, and I'm the leader of the Doomspitters. Oh yes, I'm an expert at spinning dreams, and for this they call me the Weaver. The weird and eccentrics are often thrown around too, but whatever the others say, there's no place I love more than children's fun-filled dreams. But there's a problem. We've recently been shut out of the dreams. At around the same time, I've received word that the children were being racked by nightmares, so I came to investigate, and it's just as I had feared. I suppose a few things bear explaining. Simply put, someone's trying to put ruin on precious Lyhe and Mheg. We've got our dreams, and they must be stopped. You know, this problem concerns mortals as well. And as an upstanding member of your gang, it pains me to see your fellows suffer from nightmares, doesn't it? But of course it does. And that's why you lend me your aid. Without further ado then, let's get to solving this problem. Come with me to the place called Shilzin west of here. We're going to rendezvous with another ally. You came. You really came. This is true what they say. The king Sapling is as kind as he is strong. Right then. Our ally should be around here somewhere. In case you were wondering, it's a porksy. Those pigs like familiars, and one that has a fondness for nightmares. My new Mao exploiters lured me to the strangest and children's dreams, sent it to aid us. Did someone say nightmares? That's enormous! Well, of course I'm enormous. It would be impossible to contain all my dreams otherwise. No, you're vanity, it seems. But what are my manners? As of ill, dream devoured extraordinaire at your service. You'll show me a nightmare and I'll show you a feast. Now you'll be wondering what is a familiar doing without his master? Well, by the virtue of the hat my creator bestowed upon me, I am my own master. Yes, you don't want to remain purpose. Good for you. Now, I trust you know about the trouble that's Oh, I know more than that matter. About that man's nightmares that have been plaguing you mortals. I already have a suspect in my sights. Truly! My investigation leads me to believe that a certain pixie bereft of color is our gold. Like that instead fluttering about most suspiciously in the vicinity of Lyhe. Bereft of color. How unusual. Now, the Spixie has the ability to manipulate dreams directly, even without entering Lyhe. Such a power they could seal away the garden's gates completely. But to be able to do that, you'd have to be at least the equal of Titania. You're confused, mortal, and small wonder. But rather than trying to explain, we would quickly just simply show you. After all, keeping company with the Weaver, you've already stepped into the place between dreams and reality. Come. far as I know, porpoises can't hide themselves from mortal sight. The little girl wakes and sees Ezel standing slavering over her. She's liable to get a good fright. You see the little girl over there moaning and muttering. It's such a nightmare for Mheg, unnatural in its potency. Please give me back my doll. From what I know, child is an orphan of home Mr. Switch. Though she was adopted, she struggles to fit in with the new family, feels alone. Tell me more. What times do you experience nightmare? All men are driven by certain needs. When severely deprived of a need, their hearts become to harbor a void which torment awakens. This torment then assumes terrible forms in dreams and takes root within the dreamer's heart. Tragic enough that this little girl lost her mother, but she also had a doll, a source of her solace, taken away by her stepbrother, and a heart-rending tale. Yes, truly heartrending. Ah, stinky sweet aroma. I can't resist it anymore. I need to look away. Excuse me, friends, it's time for me to do what I do best. Yes, very, very soon. And now the child is free of, what's the matter? The nightmare, it's richer than anything I've eaten. Oh, my belly. I think I'm going to throw up. What? No, you can't. We'd be back to where we started. Leave that child alone. Who are you? Judging by the color, you're not from Lira Liran. Who am I? I suppose Lad will suffice for a name. So, Lad, you have lots of power, much is plain. Are you the one plaguing children with nightmares? Plaguing? We simply sharing each other's misery. That child understands me, understands my loneliness, so I seal the gate that she might be my friend, and mine alone. There's nothing you can do. No more mere familiar can remove the dream I've sown. Even if it could, the dream would always return, for the child's own heart embraces it. Not good. If she can't break free the children's dream's hold, and her mind was inevitably consumed, she would die. Ah, what pain is this? It doesn't bother me so much that it's having so few mortals, but it does bother me to have our precious guardian ruined. I hate to use my battles this way, but I have an idea. If the child's own heart embraces nightmare, then we'll just have to change it. Ansel, we can bring back the nightmare back up, but first we have to get somewhere far away from here. Daniel, I need your help too. Come on. Why must you torment me? Now then, Daddy, for better or worse, you're about to see why they call me the Loop. Here I go. That was inside me? Is the way you go. Vanquish the nightmare creature. So you did it. And the belly is bright as rainbow. My, you truly are strong. The king chose their staffing well. Now then, your victory will have changed the ending of the child's journey. She will awaken feeling as though she had conquered her fears. Do not felt the nightmare. The nobility find its way back to the child. Excellent done. Alright, let's hurry back to Solon and see how she fares. Ezel and I will hide and leave the talking to you. These are double ears and it's not. These ones in curves. How is his head developed? Where am I? Did I fall asleep? Thanks for waking me up. There you are. I've been looking all over you. Mother's word, so hurry up and go home. I'm sorry, it seems I've dozed off. Wait. There's something I want you to know. It's been lonely. I don't know how to fit in, what to say or what to do. What's this all of a sudden? You haven't said so much of a dozen words to us before, much less talk about your feelings. I know, I'm scared too. And I don't know why, but I feel I have the courage now to say how I feel. There's one other thing, the doll. It was a present from my mother. She gave it to me so I wouldn't be lonely. Is that the way of it? I'm sorry, I didn't realize how important it was to you. I only meant to tease you, is all. Give it right back, alright? Go on. Let's go home together. Seems you've been watching over my sister. Thank you. Please take care and see you again. That went rather well. Both are surprisingly impressionable beings. I see. Eliminating the children's nightmare to a positive change in reality, thereby eliminating the void in which her torment resided. Something like that. And lad appeared to be drawn to the torment in the heart. With it gone, they have no more reason to plague her. With that, we may begin reclaiming our precious Mheg. No matter what, I'll keep it safe, I promise you, Titania. You're even more adorable when confused. For now, let's just say that you've done me a great service. By the way, thanks. It's only fitting I invite you to our playground. Come to Lyhe and seek out my friend Thorn Soul. They'll show you the way in. Having played an instrumental part of success, it goes without saying that I'm invited as well. I presume. I've been expecting you. You should know it's quite risky for a mortal to enter the Garden of Dreams while wide awake. You might not ever be able to fall asleep again. That would be interesting too, I suppose. Anyway, by order of Mheg, one of the esteemed founders of the Mheg, I bid you welcome. Welcome, Daddy, welcome! You stand within an illusory space created by our magics. Normally it's filled with fun things, but it's been empty like this since the gates were sealed off. The gate leads to the dreams of mortals in various regions of Northrend, you see. They allow us to interact with dreams, to shape them and frolic in them. A sinister magic hangs over the gates, a work of Lyhe, I should no doubt. So it seems. How did you get in here? By Thorn Soul me in, of course. And even if I weren't your distinguished guest, my kingdoms doubtless would have won them over. You're not really as cute as you think you are, but alright, you can stay. Now, where was I? Right, with that little girl freed from her nightmares, I sense the magic over the gates has weakened. Sadly, but surely. This is because Lyhe has lost interest in the girl, I'm sure of it. We should be able to open one of the gates again. One leading to Lakeland. I grasp the situation now, but I dare say our mortal friend is confused. Permit me to summarize it all for his benefit. Lyhe now identified the mortal access from Northrend who strongly share their torment, and planted nightmares in them. In order to prevent interference, they sealed off the gates to the locales beyond. These mortals on the land and Lyhe's hold have spread over their influence to those around them, giving rise to a phenomenon of mass nightmares. Makes us do things for fun, and Lyhe seems different. It's quite a mystery indeed. Knowing Lyhe's motivation will be key to our efforts, and rest assured I shall continue sniffing out about for answers. Alright, that's enough talking. Let's do something fun for a change. Then I'm going to lend you my power. What I want you to do is stand before the gate yonder and reach out to it, while holding an image of Lakeland in your mind. With that, we will open the first gate. We only have a few dream bubbles, though, so we can't do much here yet. The bubbles hold the memories of mortals' fun and happy dreams. We used to fill our garden with all sorts of delightful things, and we can never have enough of them. On that note, we can still use it up, Daniel. We went through a lot to reopen the gate. We have to make sure it stays open. This is the kind of dreams. I've been wanting to do it with you a long time. Right, let's continue the best back outside. I'll arrange it so you can always return here. Just let those soul know when you want to come and go. Oh, leaving already? I'll just stay and play a little longer. Race is dead. If a loser of space such as Lyhe and Mheg can exist, what does it say there aren't more? Well, there you have it, Daniel. Lyhe and Mheg. A bit better at the moment, I know, but we'll collect more dream bubbles and we'll fill the place with fun things again. With the gates to the other regions, should we try to reopen them as well? Oh, we will, sure and we will. But first we need to focus on the one that's already open. As it stands, Lakeland is still vulnerable to Analyze's influence. In order to keep them and their nightmares away, we must keep the mortals happy by filling up the region with lots of fun dreams. So you see, Daniel, there's not much to be done. Won't you keep us helping us that mortals and pixies can have a place to play together? As long as you don't play tricks on me. Huzzah! Thank you, Daniel. Rest assured I wouldn't dream of playing tricks on you. After all, I'm good, like Danny at fearing Pixie. Without further ado, then, let's get to work bringing smiles to other people of Lyhe. For your part, I will have you gather lots of dream materials, items we can enchant and use to rebuild the Lyhe Mheg. Lakeland is home for so many lonely orphans, so objects would alleviate loneliness would be ideal. My thanks in advance, Daniel. I too shall continue my investigation. This portal will not hover idly by while still turning that music playful language. Experience, holy crap. That's almost an MSQ level of experience, huh? Okay. Oh! Once it was so fluffy and floofy and poofy, and now it's so not. Whatever it is this world coming to. I speak, of course, of the Woolen Way. Wasn't that obvious? Dude, try to keep up, dear mortal. Anyhow, the Woolen Way lies just north of here. Once upon a time, there was a grand road where mortals would transport giant balls of fleecy wool to and fro and to. Doesn't that sound positively lovely? Of course it does! That's why you have remained to spin a dream of a road so soft and fleecy you would think it was made of the wool of 1,000 sheeps. Flocks of sheep. Anyhow, to do that I'll need a big ball of wool. Actually, 3 big balls of wool. You'd be a dare and fetch them for me, yes? Oh, aren't they lovely? Vibrant blooms of all colours bursting forth from the intertwining branches. Truly bountiful floral bouquets come to life. You've seen them ambling about and leading around, haven't you? I just know children would love them as much as I do, were it not for one so small object. You see, they have an awfully nasty tendency to stop on smaller creatures, not on purpose I'm sure, and crush them under the muddy trunks that form their feet. That's when I got to thinking. I thought, why? All I need to do is weave a spell to bring them down to a smaller size. And so I did precisely that. Sadly, it worked so well that I didn't even notice that when one of them tiny little creatures snuck away. I simply couldn't bear to keep children waiting any longer. We'll track my little creation down and bring it back to me, yes? Yes? And if it puts up a fight, don't hesitate to bash it on the head once or twice to remind it to behave. Oh, how I tire of this same small old toys of mine. If only I had something new and exciting to play with. Oh, the wondrous dreams I could spin. How about those little precious little treasures that those most vexing pixies over the bookman's shelves I found? The ones that they had the nerve to hoard to offer themselves. What sort of trinkets are they, you ask? How am I supposed to know? They won't so much as let me see them. Yes, indeed. Maybe you, my favorite mortal, were to ask nicely. With a pretty please, they might just oblige. Yes, I do believe they might. You speak our tongue quite well, yes? All you need to do is tell them how dumbly cute they are, and I'm sure they'll be singing a different tune in no time at all. And once you have their treasures, you just trot them back to me. Then everyone's happy, yes? That one, and... Well, if it isn't ill-knees and favorite mortal. Daniel, was it? Whatever brings you to it. Wait, I know what this is. If you need has sent you to get your hands on the treasures, well, they can just flutter off once they can. We found these and that means we'll be keeping them. Thank you very much. My dear Snake. you're making me blush. Still, if you think that just because you're the hero that brought back the night, that you can just saunter and charm into starting as your treasure, then come to think of it, you're right. After all, why keep our precious possessions for ourselves when they can be sponged in dreams and bring joy to all the children of the realm? Oh, what a lovely thought that is. Just promise me you'll take care of it, yes? Wait forever for my world, you know? I've dreams to spin and places to be. Why, just look at how large and fluffy this one is. And this one even more. You truly outdone yourself, dear mortal. With this, I can spin the weirdest way my dreamers have ever dreamed. New Mao legend has it that in the days when mortals lived in these parts, great wagons went up and down the woolen way, each packed to the brim with fluffiest of fleeces to be carried to market. These days, the day remains. The name remains. Is that not the saddest story you've ever heard? But no matter, for we shall spend a new woolen way in the dreams of children, and one even more glorious than ever before. Why, I can just picture them bouncing up and down on a road of fleece and fluff like a giant cloud. Wouldn't you like me to join them? For watch out, it will be so dreamy and delightful that you might never want to wake up. My favorite mortal, do you ever manage to catch my darling little basket? Because I might have to find a new favorite mortal if he didn't. Oh dear, look at all those battered branches. Looks like he put up quite a fight. But not to worry. Oh no, not at all. My magic will have it patched up as good and new as a flood of a wind. Do you think the teensy-weensy version could be so lively when its bigger brethren are so restful and relaxed? Is it possible that smaller creatures are more wont to dash and dart about with a little aim or reason? Just the other day, I saw it trying to plant a new flower on itself. When the aroma attracted a curious little creepy crawly, I completely forgot about the flower and chased the insect around the fields. When it saw another flower, and what? It's as if it cannot keep its mind on a single thing for more than mere moments at a time. But what was I talking about? Anyhow, no matter, at least you can keep getting on with spinning dreams, my flying little friend. You'll help me if it gets away again, won't you? And what's that you got in your hand? Could it be? Yes, you must show me at once. Why, what a lovely bouquet. I don't believe I've ever seen blooms quite like these before. I would make a crown of flowers adorn the heads of dear little children dreams of pure blossoming bliss. Those goody little pixies were most smitten when you told them how snailing they were they not? I thought they might be. You know, you could tell me the same from time to time if you like. But where was I? Oh yes, I'm sure they'd be all too quick to hoard and hide away the next shiny thing they'll get their hands on, so I do hope you're ready to charm them again for me. Farewell for now, my favorite mortal. Materia. Okay, that's Oh no.